Good evening, everyone. I need help in the board and I need a column mic. Is there a column mic? Yeah. Great. Till the time logistics are organized, I'll just tell you on my BBM when Ashish was giving a great presentation, one of the best ones, Ashish. Naveen, awesome. I got a very interesting BBM messenger from one of our colleagues who is also from mutual fund industry. His name is Ayush Tandon. Many of us will know him. He's currently in Dubai, works with a bank. So he sends me this joke. I think everybody should hear. An account holder comes to bank and points gun at cashier, saying, "Just pass my check and give me cash. I will shoot if anybody tries to sell me insurance or mutual funds." I think so. Ayush sitting in Dubai knows what we are talking about. So I think that's why he sent it. But it tells you what's the attitude these days. And he works for a bank. And then one more clap, it's for banks, not for IFS. I think we need to give it for that. And even if bankers are sitting out here, I think I give a damn to that. They deserve this kind of BBM messages. They are the one who are spoiling the market. They are the one because of whom load went down. They need to get it. Yep. So, before I really start my presentation, I just need to set the context and I need to thank few people, and I just want those gentlemen to either raise their hand or stand up. And there's a point I'm trying to make. So there is Sadiq who will be giving a presentation, I think today or tomorrow, Sadiq sometime. Yeah. Raise your hand. I think people should see you. Okay. Sadiq today runs Network FP. It's a platform where all the financial planners, fee-based, come together. Many of you must be already registered. If you're not, you should. He's doing awesome work there. But the point which I'm doing is I've known Sadiq from the time when he was working with FPSB 3 years ago. A small bachchu who had just come very fresh. Was very passionate, and he used to really coax a lot of people to go to FPA conferences in US. So Sadiq has moved up in life. Sadiq has grown. Okay. Then I have, Lovai Navlakhi. Lovai, you need to. I've known Lovai. He international money manager. Okay. Based out of Bangalore, one of the cutting-edge financial advisory firms, which specializes in NRI financial advice, and a very strong believer of financial planning. I met Lovai when he used to be CEO of India.com, right? Lovai, that last stages, okay? Lovai moved on, and today, he's one of the leading financial planning practitioners in India itself. I will move on. Prem Khatri out here, I've known Prem when he used to be head of marketing for Kothari Pioneer, and Kothari was one of the fastest growing funds and which did a lot of cutting edge stuff itself. Today, Prem runs Cafe Mutual, which is one of the best platforms to share ideas, developments of mutual fund industry. Again, just like Network FP, he's specializing in advice. If you're not following it, do it. He's doing some great work. We have Ramesh out here from Amphi. Ramesh, I've known from Prudential ICICI, and I used to fight with him just with, Breda and then Prudential, because I fought with you in Prudential more. So he was head of ops, and he used to never give us late enemies, because we used to always request, and I think Naveen and Ashish has also fought. Today, we call Ramesh sir because he's representing Amphi, Things change, There is Kailash sitting out here, okay? Kailash is CEO of L&T Mutual Fund, which has just acquired Fidelity, or guzzled Fidelity. I can afford to say that. But Kailash, good friend, but there was a time when we used to call Kailash sir because he was with ICICI Bank. And we were in AMC business, and it was very difficult to get appointment from Kailash. Kailash from ICICI Bank today to CEO of L&T. Okay. Then we have Naveen Tiwari out here. Naveen was, I think we started career together as a colleague, but I had the credit of identifying Naveen and getting him on board in Prudential ICICI Mutual Fund. So I remember the first day when Naveen joined the mutual fund industry, and at top it all, the great presentation you heard from Ashish Somaya right now. I've seen him, this guy, as summer trainee in Prudential ICICI. Okay, he joined as summer trainee, then management trainee, and then almost grew. And somewhere, I think both me and Naveen have a role which we have played in your life. So you have to thank us. Okay, do that. Okay. Last but not least, Mr. Bagaria, who is sitting out here. I've seen and worked with Mr. Bagaria as Prudential ICICI agency. We have chatted up, we have celebrated and danced together. And similarly, Kanak. I've seen Kanak as somebody, a young guy, a lot of ideas, brilliant ideas, always doing things. Now, both Mr. Bagaria and Kanak have done MFRT, and you have seen the growth of these people. The point I'm trying to make out there is change is constant and change is growth. each one of us out here have moved, from where we were 5 years ago. And that's what life is. So it's all about attitude. Everybody's made a point, but I'm giving you practical experiences of people sitting in this room who at one point of time were somewhere in their life. Today they are at some other place, and all of them have grown. So always believe in yourself, because I think this is part and parcel of life. And we don't need to really go and criticize it beyond a point. I think it's okay. Life is good. 3 undertones of presentation I'll set in. Agree to disagree. Okay, these are my point of view, not the right point of view. And any one of you who have any disagreements, we can sort it out over the glass of beer in the evening. But beer is compulsory. If you don't have beer, I will not be able to sort it out with you. And I'll not try to offend, but sometimes in my presentation you might see very strong point of views emerging out of it. So I just need help to pull this board. Yes, I can help you. We just need to pull it towards the center. Thank you. Naveen and Ashish, you can sleep now. That's okay. Thanks. Basically, a lot of us I've met and I've given a presentation about what I'm going to talk. This is not the first time I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to basically talk about the journey of Ffreedom financial planners, where we started. But one of the points which I want to make, at least there are certain large number of people in this room which are not seeing this presentation for the first time. The surprising part is the same people have same question for last 4 years, and every time they come and ask me same things. It hasn't changed. Either they haven't done it or they ask me just to keep me happy. But to those specific people, I'm really challenging you, because what I'm going to talk about really works and it happens. So if you have any questions, we can discuss over the beer. My journey is, I started my career in mutual fund. Before that, without capital, being part of the mutual fund industry, grew with the industry, and sometime in mid 2005, 2006, influenced by a lot of people sitting in this room. Vaid, you have a big influence. We had discussions one of these days about advisory. I moved my career away from mutual fund sales to become a financial advisor, and that's my honest advice to a lot of my mutual fund friends who are sitting in this room. Ashish, Naveen, Kailash. Future in financial services is being closer to the clients, not being far away. So us financial advisors, to me, have a brighter future because we handle the client. Okay? So if we are not there, mutual funds will not be there. There's just no word about it. Also, one more fact, why they continue to support all of independent financial advisors is that India is one of the unique countries where the split of IFA, banks and institutions or national distributors is 33-33-33. And in fact, as per the recent study, IFA net sales is much more positive to the mutual fund than banking net sales. So give a big hand on that. And this is just the beginning. So next time sponsorship has to go up. Okay. We are doing much better than banks. And Naveen and Ashish have anyway raised hands for either one. So they are game. So when I started Ffreedom Financial Planners, I actually did what Kanak just explained of why, how, what. And I borrowed this idea from the author Simon Sinek, and he's the guy who has this principle of this golden circle, and he talked about it. So anybody can go to TED.com and say Simon Sinek, you'll be able to see an exhilarating video of 18 minutes where he explains this, and there's also a beautiful book which is written. So I'm just going to do what is the why, how, what of Ffreedom. And I'm in my next 15 minutes to 20 minutes of my presentation, I'll just take you through what we do at Ffreedom. Again, as I said, this is what we are doing, not necessarily the right stuff. So everybody can have their own views, but I'm just sharing what we do and what we believe in. So this is the golden circle concept. You have why here, you have how here, and you have what here. So I'll first start with what, but when you actually do this exercise, it has to go why, how, what. But to make it easier for you to understand also. So at Ffreedom, what do we do? At Ffreedom, we are in business of financial advice delivery. That's it. So at Ffreedom, what we do is financial advice delivery. It comes, how do we do it? We do it with the process of financial planning, in which we collect the data, write a financial plan, and for doing this, we charge fee. Why do we charge fee? Because there is no transaction. And for doing financial planning and financial advice, we need some money, otherwise we will not be able to do it for free. So what we do, we are in business of financial advice delivery. How we do it through the process of financial planning, in which we collect data and write financial plan. Why do we do it? Our why is very clear. We want our clients, we call our clients to be the members. Okay, we don't call them clients, we don't call them customers, we call them members. We want our members to live their financial goals. That's our why. We want our members, whosoever come and become part of Ffreedom, should live their financial goals. See, in other words, let's go why, how, what. What is the why of Ffreedom? Why of Ffreedom is we want our members to live their financial goals. How do we do it? We write financial plan. For doing that, we need data, we write financial plan, and we charge money. What do? We deliver financial advice. It's very, very clear. So today when we set our business, the ability to make choices of what we'll do and what we'll not do is very, very clear. For example, if somebody doesn't pay us, we don't move ahead. You can check up at Ffreedom, give us a call at mystery shopping and say, you have to invest 1 crore rupees in any mutual fund, can you come and pick up the application? We'll say no. You give us any amount of money. There have been cases where there are large institutions who have come to us and said 10 crores. We said no, unless you don't pay us 15,000 rupees, we don't write a financial plan. There is no basis for us to give financial advice. So this is the first part. This is our why, how, what. We follow it, it works. I just need to have the duster. So now comes the next part. What do we do? When we say we represent our members and make them live their financial goals, our basis is very clear. We represent our clients. We don't represent manufacturers. We don't have any kind of love or hate relationship with manufacturers. They exist because of our clients. We truly represent our clients or members. So this is the value chain which we believe in. The first line of this value chain is manufacturers or manufacturers of financial products. It will be mutual fund, life insurance, banks, etc., etc. The next one who comes in this line is distributors. We define distributors as large platforms, banks, who can employ a large number of financial advisors. Then comes advisors. These can be salaried financial advisors and independent financial advisors. Salaried financial advisors are also known as relationship managers. They work on salary plus commission, or independent financial advisors who are 100% commission. Now when I'm talking about independent financial advisors, let me do a small study in this room. In this room, how many of us think that IFA's I stands for individual financial advisor? Kanad, I want you to stand up and see this. 75% of us say I stand for individual. That's pathetically wrong. It's completely bullshit. It has to stand for independent financial advisors. There's nothing like individual. That itself is first attitudinal shift which needs to happen. As an independent financial advisor, you are coming from a different skill set as an individual financial advisor. So India, this is also confused, and one of the agendas for MFRT is change this mindset. It's independent, it's not individual. Okay. So this is the second line. The third and the most important line is customers. Okay. Surprisingly, in my experience, everyone in this value chain, especially these three, think they are the biggest. They think they are the biggest. I've spent my time with mutual funds. Trust me, when we sit at a strategy meeting, we think only from mutual funds point of view. And a lot of my friends are sitting out there, no offense. I'm just trying to make a case that, nobody is thinking from client's point of view. And I'm even making a case. A lot of us sitting in this room also do not think from a client's point of view. We think from our point of view. As a result of which, the current value chain of this industry in India is that manufacturer creates product based on his profitability, gives commission to him, he gives an incentive, and he goes and sells the product irrespective whether he needs it or not. This is the current stage of things. And as soon as this equation got challenged, by commission not being there, the whole system for last 5 years is still not able to forget it. And every time there is an Economic Times headline where Mr. Yukesina stand up and say, no, we are thinking about doing something, there is a hope back. But where is customer in this? There is nowhere. So when we set up Ffreedom, we said we'll go the other way.